My name is Steve Bubba Cohen. I am the son of Greek and Turkish Sephardic Jewish immigrants, and like my late father Sam Cohen, I am a proud American Jew. My late father Sam Cohen was a Democrat who drove a garbage truck for over 25 years for the city of New York. For the first 63 years of my life, I proudly followed in my father's footsteps as a Democrat. I believe the Democratic Party stood for supporting civil rights for blacks, equal rights for women, and protection for all religions, including Jews. I hope my Democratic friends understand that today's Democratic Party of Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is not Sam Cohen's or your parents' Democratic Party. Sadly, Sam Cohen would not recognize today's Democratic Party. Why is the world and our biased media ignoring the facts and trying to create a false equivalency between Israel and the terrorist group Hamas? I am reminded of the words of the late Elie Wiesel, who during the 2014 Israeli-Gaza-Palestinian conflict reminded us that over 3,500 years ago, Jews rejected child sacrifice. And then brilliantly, Wiesel stated, now it's Hamas's turn. Fact, Israel builds bomb shelters and the Iron Dome defense system to protect Israeli children and residents from Hamas and Hezbollah's deadly Iranian missiles. Fact, Hamas fired over 4,000 missiles from populated schools and hospitals using Palestinian children and residents as human shield. Yet, according to our biased media and many of our elected Democrats, they only seem to care and report that 63 children and 219 Palestinians were killed in Gaza. Did our biased media and the world forget that 1.5 million Jewish children were murdered during the Holocaust? Did our biased media and the world forget the Holocaust? I will never forget that 6 million Jews were murdered during the Holocaust less than 80 years ago. Did our biased media and the world also forget that the terrorist group Hamas's charter and their terrorism funder Iran wants to destroy Israel and once again murder over 6 million Jews? Fact, this is the same Iran that has never renounced wanting to kill Americans or killing Jews, and is still intent on getting a nuclear bomb and the destruction of the state of Israel. Why is the Biden administration not being grilled as to why they're looking to re-enter the Iranian nuclear deal that at a minimum would provide billions of dollars to Iran that would be used by Hamas to fire thousands of missiles into Israel and fund terrorism in Gaza, Lebanon, and Yemen in order to kill Israelis and, yes, Americans. As thousands of Iranian-funded Hamas terrorist rockets were attacking Israel, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez used inflammatory remarks that were being used to weaponize the attacking of innocent Jews in the United States and around the world. Where are the Jewish Democrats like Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Ted Deutsch, Lois Frankel, and Susan Wild to denounce and condemn the anti-Semitic hate speech of Tlaib, Omar, and Ocasio-Cortez? Yes, we've heard the usual comments from some Democrats supporting Israel's right to defend herself. Yet the Democrats and the biased media refuse to condemn Tlaib, Omar, and Ocasio-Cortez? Why are Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler, Adam Schiff, and Nancy Pelosi not calling for the impeachment and removal from office of Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for their hate-filled, inflammatory, anti-Semitic, and un-American lies? Does President Biden, Senator Schumer, and Speaker Pelosi not understand that their refusal to condemn and sanction the inflammatory, anti-Semitic lies of Tlaib, Omar, and Ocasio-Cortez not only serves to weaponize the attacking of innocent Jews in the United States and around the world? Today's Democratic Party of Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Joe Biden, Chuck Schumer, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Susan Wild, and Nancy Pelosi is no longer Sam Cohen's Democratic Party. Sadly, my late father, Sam Cohen, would not recognize today's Democratic Party. Like my late father, Sam Cohen, I am a proud American Jew with 3,700 years of civilized history. Unlike many Jews today, I am not a Jew with trembling knees. I'm Steve Bubba Cohen, coming to you from the Holocaust Memorial on Miami Beach. Thank you.